Good morning, everyone. I am just getting everyone access into the Zoom today, as well as making sure we are live on YouTube. Thank you for joining. It's Friday with the Founders. I'm Guy. ER is out of office, so I guess it's just Friday with a founder. But from that standpoint, I'm excited to have everyone be able to join. There's elements that we're going to chat about today that are new and you should see coming to your application fairly soon. It has been pushed from the test server, so we're excited to be able to do some of those things. First thing, a little bit of housekeeping. We always talk about the affiliate overview. I don't want to take too much time. We all know simply Elify offers an affiliate program. It's a very simple affiliate program from the standpoint of here. There's more people coming in. It's very simple from the standpoint of if you refer someone, you will earn. And if that individual refers someone, they're part of your network, you will also earn. What does that look like? I directly refer someone, I'm going to earn 10% residually every month as long as that individual stays utilizing Shuffle. And if they decide to refer someone, bring them into the network of Elify, be able to network utilizing the application that we have here. You will earn 8% all the way through your 6th level. You can earn on your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th level if you directly refer 10 or more users to be able to open up those levels. One thing I want to really emphasize about this is making sure when you're an affiliate, you keep an active status of your account. We've had a lot of users you could imagine who aren't daily active users, who are affiliates, and their account lapses. And it lapses due to a billing issue. It's usually from their credit card being out of date. That's usually the biggest one. It's expired and not utilizing Shuffle on a daily basis, a weekly basis even. They don't know that they don't have access to their account. They do receive free emails. We have also updated our terms of service that you will also receive text messages from our system to let you know that your account has gone inactive and it needs to be updated, your billing. Where do you update your billing? We always say, do it on your desktop. Log into your account. We don't allow billing to come through the application just based on the stronghold that Apple has. Apple wants 30% of everything. We would rather give it to you as affiliates. So make sure you log into your account. Let other people know to log into their account. There's times you may even receive an email that someone in your network's account has gone inactive. So that gives you the ability to reach out to them and say, hey, how can I help? Are you wanting to let this go by the wayside, or are you wanting to get active with this and utilize it for your business? So making sure that that's an important thing to keep your account active. With that, we also have some new fees that are going to come into place for the individuals that accounts go inactive, they go dormant, they're gone longer than 90 days. We can turn those orphaned accounts back on for them to reactivate. It's just going to be a shot in the arm for them. They're going to have to decide, do they want to create a new account, or do they want to go forward with their old account, potentially start earning again on their old network that they had brought in? They're not going to have access to their cards. They're not going to have access to their contacts. All it is their account's going to be turned back on, but it's going to be a $300 fee to get that orphaned account turned back on. So that's the important thing that I would emphasize to each one of you. If you've got affiliates, to let them know as well. Make sure you're staying active. There is also going to be a fee. Kathy always talks about it in her training: edit, don't delete. When it comes down to your cards, edit those cards, don't delete them, because there is a pop-up, and we've seen it, and we see it every time. There's a pop-up saying that if you push this and you decide to cancel or to delete this card, it is gone. It is gone forever. Well, we're going to hold it in our servers. And if you really want it, it'll be a $20 fee every time we need to go get a card for you to get it active for you again. We've just had a lot of people over the years who say that they didn't do it on purpose. I just would say be very cautious, or understand what process you're doing when there's a pop-up letting you know that something's going to be gone forever. That if you really want that to happen, you can move forward. If not, cancel, go back out and edit that card. So that sort of covers a lot of those elements. I do want to talk a few concepts today. And I know these are a few things that we've been talking about over the last few weeks. And one that you're going to see more in-depth conversation roundtable at our October event in Dallas is the conversation, or the economy of you. It's sort of a concept, economy of you. ER and I have been talking about it for over the last decade. And what it really boils down to is, if you have something tangible that you can lease, rent, utilize to make an additional income, you have an economy to yourself. Airbnbs, VRBOs, you have a house, you have an economy. Car, if you want to be an Uber, Lyft driver, rideshare, whatever, there's an economy for you to earn additional streams of income. What it really comes down to is, we have a phone. Most of businesses done from phones definitely has been moved that way since 2020, but you've got a business that you can utilize. Not a tax advisor, but you can write off a lot of things from the standpoint of running your business from your phone. You can probably write off your phone bill. You can probably write off your Shuffle account, everything from that aspect. But understanding that there's an economy that each one of you have. And that's where we really say that there's side hustles, right? Elify has a phenomenal side hustle. We talked about early on the affiliate overview. Also, you can always go to our affiliate page. It's elify.com/affiliate. If you want to share it with others, make sure after /affiliate, you put in your referral code and send that to people, because if they decide to join as an affiliate only and be able to start referring people to this opportunity, you want to make sure that you're getting paid for your efforts. So that's your U economy. There was an article I was reading this last week, and it's really moved the U economy into just what I had said, the economy of effort. And there's so much happening that if you put an effort in, there's an opportunity to have income and things come to you. And it really came down to the story of Usain Bolt. You know, everyone knows who Usain Bolt is, or at least if you don't, please get out from underneath the rock that you're been living under. But he is the world's fastest man. He's competed in 3 Olympics, and in those 3 Olympics, he has 9 gold medals. And the total time he ran on the track was a minute or 115 seconds. 115 seconds. So right around just under 2 minutes. Well, what did he earn in those 115 seconds? Well, he's earned over $119 million by becoming the fastest man, winning those gold medals, getting sponsorships, because the effort that he had put in when no one else is looking, the 20 years of practice, of grinding every day, that knowing that there's a long-term play here. I think that's where we all know that anything that's worth doing is worth an effort, right? If it's worth the effort, you're going to get something out at the end. And by putting some effort in within our network here, you're going to see results. You're going to see results in whatever business opportunity you're utilizing Shuffle in, but you're also going to see results when saying, hey, here's an application that's really helped me brand and market myself. It's really helped my team get out here and be very concise, getting information out to others. We're seeing success. You can see success with this as well. And success is just based on what you deem as success. If it's earning an additional few dollars on a sale, but having something that's pretty novel is going to expand their business, their branding. I think there's opportunities here for each and every one of you to start putting in maybe that effort and playing that long game. It's not for everyone, right? For some reason, success isn't for everyone. And you can see that in case studies. They'll give people, you see it on the news, someone who won the lottery, and 2 years later they're broke. And because they just don't know how to move forward with what's given to them. And it's really having a path to follow, a system to follow. Shuffle provides you a system, provides you something that you can get up every day. Kathy talked about it last week, that it's one of the very first apps that she opens every morning to see who does she need to follow up with, what information does she need to communicate with others that in those follow-ups. So with that, a lot of elements that we're starting to test out in the background are a lot of these systematic type things to potentially help and simplify a lot more. We're really excited about some updates from the look and the feel of the application. Internally, you call it the UI UX. Kathy calls it the simplification, and I love it. We're simplifying this. Where you come in and it's not just a blank room. You know exactly what to do as a new user, what to click, how to move forward, and even simplifying those elements for our users right now. Taking back the advanced builder, turning that just into the card builder, and widgetizing, taking everything on those columns and making them widgets. So I don't have to feel like I'm a designer. I don't have to feel like I'm lost. All I need to do is push add video, push add link, and it'll add, and I can drag and drop it wherever I would like to on the application or on the cards. So another really cool thing we've been talking about is content management. And I feel this is going to be something that there's nothing else out there that I've seen that is like this. It's basically, if you've got content and you don't know where to start to build within Shuffle, but you've got websites and you've got PDFs, whatever, if you would like that to be tracked with the Elify analytics, you can then load it into content management, and you'll be given your trackable link that can then be shared out to others. And we feel that that's going to be something that can be utilized by anyone. You don't have to go out and purchase Google Analytics or know how to code that into your URLs when you're on your host domains, those different types of things. So we're going to really simplify that down for everybody. What was another thing that came up this week? It'll come to me, but there's a few other elements that are really going to be streamlined within the application here. And I know there's been conversations about the preview image showing up. We're going to simplify that down to, it's either going to be your account image. So make sure that you have an image within your account, or when you're creating each piece of content, one of the steps is going to be asking you to add the image that you want the recipient to see when they're receiving that. So from social media is those little thumbnail images. Those are what I'm talking about. So we're really looking at refinement. As you can see from a development aspects, we have been releasing a lot of things, and a lot of things I think sometimes can be overwhelming. And don't get overwhelmed, because we need to get it out there from a development aspect, but the refinement is coming way faster on the back end. Kathy's all the time, I've got my list, I've got my Tuesday training people, and this is what we come up with. That is in our, what we call our sprints. It is in our dev sprints. The development team is aware of it, and they will address each and every one of those items. There's times I wish we did it faster than we do, but I do understand the importance of the path that we go down with our development team. So that's sort of what's happening within the application. We are also doing the uniformity of elements. I think that's something I talked a little bit about, wherever you access Shuffle from, your desktop, mobile responsive, or even the app itself, you're going to find that the way to do one thing is going to be the way to do it everywhere. So we're looking forward to being able to get that tested out and sent out to each and every one of you. With that, I'm sort of going to open it up. This is a little bit different than most Friday with the Founders. I guess this is more of a QA. Kathy's going to jump in and help me out with this one as well, but she just learned that. And, we're always talking each week. We start each Monday with our sprint planning, and we get into our retrospective. And my retrospective for the week is, there's been tons of conversations, there's texts, there's been follow-ups, there's emails, there's calls. Those are all logged within my application. That's where I go through to take care of everything. There's even going to be elements with some new things where Kathy will be training you on how to do everything through the app, just so it will track for you. Here, it came to me. New card builders. We have pushed in the test. I'll look at it this weekend. The ability to know from the analytics what people are selecting on the new cards. So that's the one thing. If they're selecting a link, if they're selecting whatever on those new cards, you'll be able to get the old information from the old platform. So with that, if there's any questions, feel free to unmute yourself, raise your hand. Here to answer. I know, from the time frame what we have scheduled in, we got a good 40 minutes. So there's a lot that can be answered if people have questions. So feel free. Otherwise, you got 40 minutes that we can go. You can save and go do something else for the rest of the day.
James had his hand up earlier. James, did you have something?
I think he was clapping.
Oh, was he clapping? He was like, woo, woo.
I was clapping. I was so excited about all that new stuff coming.
And James is out there, I know, working, playing, working, having some fun right now. And I think he's getting a great opportunity to deliver the message of what Elify can do for a large group of people. So looking forward to seeing how this weekend goes for you, James.
Me too, brother. Thanks.
Hey, Guy, this is Jay Clark.
Hey, Jay.
Question. I was unable to get connected, and I probably lost the first 5-6 minutes of your opening. I caught a few things here just recently. Sounds like there's some interesting events or additions coming in. Is there a resource where I can go back and review what those items are?
Definitely. So each week we've been talking about some of these, and Jay, appreciate that question. I know you've you try to jump on when you can, and sometimes we all know life happens. But we always have each and every one of these are recorded and available on the YouTube channel. What I would do is I'd go in and I'd push play and I'd go to 2x and listen to it fast, double the time. And we talk about, there's new feature sets, new offerings that we're going to be releasing here at the event in October. And if you don't know about the event in October, go into your announcements on the app, and there'll be links that will get you access to what's going to be happening, where you can stay, where the event's going to be, everything of that sort. But we will be releasing some new offerings, additional ways where people can earn. I know Kathy has her hands on something that's basically an alpha. So when you see people out there talking about these cards that you can tap to the phone, there's one coming from Elify. Kathy's is white. From what I see from the design, they're going to be black. They're going to be matte black. They're going to be pretty cool. They're going to have Elify branding on them, because you don't have to be an Elify user. And Kathy's sort of displaying it up there in the upper left hand for me. But you don't have to be an Elify user to utilize it. You will have to go to a different app in order to activate it then. But as a Elify user, a Shuffle user, the activation will be within the app, and you can reset that card to any card or any content that you want to within Shuffle, or your own URLs, whatever they are. And those do work. We've looked at them. They work on every phone right now. They work 100% on Apple, and they're a little bit less on Android. And the only reason on the Android that it's a little bit less is somebody might not have that feature turned on. So they would have to go into their settings and turn that NFC, near field communication.
Like 2 or 3 steps. Super easy.
Right. Yes, Kathy is a card shark, Richard. It's great that she's got to be able to utilize that. I think that's, something that's novel. It's not going to be expensive. We're looking roughly around $20 to purchase it, and there's nothing else that you have to pay for it over time. It's just a one-time fee. So it'll be that. You can purchase as many as you like, and some things that I could tell you is, if you want to make a little extra on it, you could probably sell to someone for $30, because I see people are selling this type of or hardware out there for a lot more, which we just want to make it economical for everybody. We'll also be talking about and releasing the first stages of our ambassador program. I think James and Kathy and I, on individual conversations, we've each talked about it. It is pretty in depth of what will be involved with the ambassador program. It is a step up from the affiliate program. So there is a pay-to-play type element, but there's going to be a lot more accessibility for you from Michael and Edwin, from a training aspect, from what we'll call Super Saturdays or quarterly trainings. You'll get discount to events. Part of being an ambassador is you'll automatically get a 100 card upgrade. You'll get the NFC card. These are just additional things that, I think it's roughly over $10,000 in cost that you're going to get the really great value out of. And the beautiful thing is as an affiliate and you bring ambassadors in, affiliates can even earn on ambassadors. So, can we pre-purchase? Shelly, I don't see why not. We're working on that checkout form. You'll be able to purchase it. So when we get those shipped from our partners, we will make sure that on our checkout forms that we'll be able to pre-purchase those as well, and make sure as soon as they hit our mailbox, they will be sent out to each and every one of you that purchase them.
Thank you both, Guy and Kathy. I saw your notes.
So yes, and we're still working on the branding, what it's going to look like. I've probably had a couple dozen designs come across the desk, and there's elements from each one of them that I like and elements from each one of them that I don't. So we're just really wanting to make this clean, simple, smooth, novel. What is it? The American Express has a black card, and everyone sort of knows what that is. So that's where it falls in, and maybe there will be something that follows along that line. Will we get tap cards for Dallas? James, there's a possibility that we get them before Dallas. Also, I'll let each and every one of you know that with your purchase of a ticket to go to Dallas, you're going to get one as well. So if that's determining if I want to purchase it before, you can. You can always give it to your spouse. You can give it to a coworker, sell it to a coworker, whatever. If you decide to purchase before. Richard, any updates on videos to help us share Shuffle? We have engaged with production, so we are in the steps of producing a Elify overview, a Shuffle overview, and an affiliate overview. The thing is right now, along with Shuffle's probably the hardest one, just based on all the features that are here, what we're going to be cutting out and what we're changing and what we're going to be adding in. We've got to keep it very, very vanilla. So I think that's where getting that script down for this production to make sure that we're getting all the right things done is something that is achievable. And we hope to, at a minimum, have those done at least by the October event. But we are pushing hard on them as well, and getting elements to them to make sure we get those. Yes, Kathy, I can't wait for those videos as well. That's a big thing. I think it's going to be able to answer a lot of, actually there's 4 videos. Is there? No. The Elify, Shuffle, affiliate, that's really what it comes down to, right? Or the Discover call would be the other one, I guess, from Michael and Edwin. We're looking at that one to be more of just a voiceover while having things happen on the screen. And then you can all share those. You don't have to wait till a Saturday to invite someone to something, because we all know that that's something that a lot of people are very keen to these days, is I'm going to invite you to something and there's a good chance that they don't show up. So let's just deliver them something to take a look at on their own time. And the beautiful thing with the analytics piece within Elify is, if they looked at it. The one thing that I know Kathy was asking me the other day was being able to track on the video how long somebody's watching. Being where we utilize Vimeo and YouTube, they do not provide that to us. So we are unable to do that. The only way that it would happen for you on your videos, if you have a private upgradable Vimeo account, I think they allow it. So on your own platforms, if you're utilizing Vimeo, you can get your own analytics for the video to see how long someone's watching it. We're just going to let you know that someone's watched it, and maybe they've clicked that button a few times. So there's a high chance if they've clicked it 2, 3, 4 times, they've actually watched it. So, all right, got a hand up, so feel free.
Is that me?
Yeah, it is you.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be like such an amateur question, but I keep meaning to look this up and I forget. But while I have you, if you don't mind, what is the difference of Elify and Shuffle? Is Elify just like the mindset business part and Shuffle is just the actual card?
Correct.
Do I have that
Absolutely. Right? You are spot on. I link it to like a brand. Let's think Nike, Adidas, something of that sort. That's Elify. And then the shoes is Shuffle. The t-shirts are going to be something else. So the apparel line, those different types of things. That's exactly what it is. Elify is going to offer the opportunity to earn on each offering. Shuffle's the flagship offering right now.
Okay, so it's the parent. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Definitely. And there's even a parent of the parent, and I'm not even going to get into that one. So don't even worry about that. Kathy just laughed. She's always like, there's a lot she doesn't want to know. I think that's the biggest thing. Anyone else? Kathy, feel free to jump in. If you got any comments or things for people. I know you always talk about what your day looks like, on how someone, we talked at the very beginning, the economy of effort. Kathy puts the effort in and she sees results. And I don't think it's a hard effort that she puts in. But obviously, if you love what you do, and I think, Kathy, you love what you do, and so it's pretty easy to get involved with it.
Absolutely. Super fun. I think the fact that we get to show something off all the time, whether you're out networking or networking online, it's just something that's so unique, and it's still so, something that people don't even know they're looking for. And then once they see it, they're just like, okay, wait, I have to have that. And so to me, it's just like you're constantly doing this fun magic trick, just going like, again, I always tell people, like, I'm not saying that you don't need other things, right? It's fine to have paper business cards and flyers and all the things that you have to do your business, but always have both, have a way, to this day, just last week, I had a face-to-face with somebody who is a successful entrepreneur. He and I sat down for a face-to-face, and he's like, Kathy, my business doubles every year. He does credit card processing. He goes, I can't even believe I'm going to tell you this. He goes, I don't have a website. I have nothing that I can send somebody to. And I'm just like, that's, first of all, that's phenomenal, right? That tells you how well you do at your business. But we could fix that. Like in 15 minutes, we could have you at least something up and running that you could send somebody to or they could find. And he was like, let's do it. He was like, I can't even believe this is the dumbest thing that I've never done, is just get on this and get a website or at least a landing page of some sort. And so it's, it may be the people that you're not even thinking of who are successful entrepreneurs and don't have the tools in place because they're doing fine, but they want to do even better.
Right. And that's so true. A little side note story. My wife's very successful as a real estate agent, and she just started using it, a year ago. And she got mad at me the other day because she is working a lot more now that she is back working full time. We were just laughing about it. Her phone is nonstop based on being able to deliver things to people when they reach out on sign calls or something of that sort. So it really does bring some type of value to potentially anyone. And it doesn't matter if you're sitting behind a desk, you can get information out to other people from your phone, through a text, through instant message, through email, whatever, same from your computer. But being, out in the field, being able to say that things are starting to open up, we'll see if they stay opened up. But when you go to places, when you come to the event in Dallas, there's going to be a way where you can connect, collaborate from a mobile device. Leave your paper cards at home, leave your PDFs at home. Just get everything loaded up into your application and tightened up, and be able to, when you come to this or when you go anywhere, if you're going to share something, make sure that it really speaks to the audience that you're sharing it to, or that you put some effort in it. I think that's something that really early on, I would have users send me their cards and say, what do you think? And it would have their image and their title and their phone number. And hey, it's great, but what do you think? What would you change? What would you add? I've always had the frame of mind of share something that I would be proud of. And what's that mean? That means I'm going to need to take a little bit of time and figure out what links I want, where I want them, what color scheme I want to have on my card, what images. I'd prefer to have someone else's image instead of mine, but I apparently can't do that from trying to get my information out to others. but make sure you spend some time. And we always talk about it. I think it's a little bit easier if you have time to sit in front of the computer to do it there. You have more design elements right now to be able to do these. That's where I said uniformity at the very beginning. We're making this so it's uniform, where you can do things on desktop, mobile responsive, and the app. That's what we're working towards. So the builder, got to stop using the word advanced builder, because it's no longer going to be the advanced builder. The builder is something that is powerful. It's more of a designer tool right now, but we are talking simplification, simplicity for Kathy. We're going to simplify that thing. So you just push buttons and you drag and drop, and that's it. I guess if you know how to copy and paste, push a button, drag and drop, you should be very proficient at utilizing Shuffle. And then the thing is to get it turned into the application as well. The builder will be able to be implemented on the phone as well. You push a button, copy a link, paste a link, add it, drag and drop wherever you want on the phone. So
I would say definitely make sure you have whatever you want. If we don't have the tap cards before October, make sure you have whatever you want on that card built before you get here if you're coming to Dallas, because assigning the link to the card is super easy, and we can do that on the phone. So I think we've even talked about like a Friday night or something. We've talked about like one of the first nights of the first mornings. We may even have like a get together where we've got phones and computers and stuff there ready to get everybody ready for the event.
Right. Yeah, I believe that's scheduled right now for like breakfast time on Saturday.
They're gonna make me get up, y'all. If I have to get up, y'all better get up early and miss an Alabama game. Y'all better be in town.
Love it. I was up early a few times today, so that was a midnight, a 3:30, a 6:30, but those are obviously with a 2-month-old, just a normal schedule now. So, James, feel free.
Sir, I just when you said that, hopefully you're going to put that in the video. I liked how you said you can drag and drop, if you can click and paste, if you that little 2-3 sentences. That's really a powerful simplicity.
Most definitely. I think Kathy, we talked about it with one of the last build pushes. It overcomplicated things, but those overcomplicated things are now going to be widgetized. So if you don't know what they are, don't worry about it. I won't even utilize it. I won't even touch it. So from her trainings, keep utilizing it the way that she's been training, the elements that are available. And we will make sure that the simplification of select, copy, paste, drag, drop is there for you all. So that's great. And we will make sure that as part of the videos. Anything else? Otherwise, I'll cut it loose and give you 20 minutes back in your life. Nothing? All right. Well, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't had an opportunity to look at the announcement, it's going to have more information about the October event. We would love to see you all there. Would love to get to have a conversation with you all. That's going to be a big thing. You're not going to see us behind any closed doors, behind velvet ropes, anything of that sort. We're people just like you, even from the aspect of Kathy put the link in. I got criticized this week for coming on Monday morning in a t-shirt, that I needed to look like I needed to be more of a businessman. Well, I understand that, but it is also today's day and age. And I want you to see that we're real people, and there's what you see is what you get. So,
as long as I don't have to see you in your underwear, Guy, We're good.
You're not going to see that. Don't worry. I do have pants on today. A lot of people might not know that because it's usually from here up, but I do. So love you all. I appreciate you all so much. We're excited for new things that are coming. We're excited to be able to get those into your hands and for each and every one of you to get those out to other people to see how awesome Elify is. So for myself, Kathy, James, Jay, everyone.